어머니, 와가자, 마모이.
Derek!
Hello.
Meowdy.
It is only human to commit a sin.
Derek!
Hello.
Meowdy.
Damn. Everybody's so on time.
Meowdy.
Meowdy do.
Hi,
It is only human to commit a sin.
My headset might die because I didn't realize it wasn't plugged in.
Plug it in now.
Fool.
I can't, Derek.
Why?
Cord's not long enough. Not everyone has a long cord.
Meowdy.
How far away is your computer?
Hi.
There we go. Too far. My headset might die.
Boy, put that bone arrow away, lest a sloppy little critter grabs hold of it.
I can't, Derek.
What the hell are you saying?
That's
Not everyone has a long
a
cord.
fucking nude Leon Kennedy mods.
Oh yeah.
They're doing them to Silent Hill now. There's already
course they
Thomas the
are.
Tank Engine Silent Hill.
Excellent.
Incredible.
It wasn't fast enough, to be honest.
Should have been out day one.
I don't
Really could have been
really
Babe.
know what's happening tonight.
You never do, truly.
I know, but my brain is fried.
Game.
I just don't fucking guys. We're doing this one off the cuff. We're doing it live.
Raw.
Doing it raw. At the 5 minutes ago, I remembered one of the more pertinent threads you could pull upon, but I have no idea if anyone will.
You know we won't.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
Channel your inner BattleBots guy and just throw some wild shit off the cuff.
In the red corner.
how likely would we do it? Because if it's super unlikely in your head, then it's most likely in our head.
We'll see.
Want to eat something, but I have nothing to eat that I want to eat.
Guess you'll just have to start eating yourself.
Oh,
Jesus.
nom, 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 nom. Oh no, I'm so delicious. Harley, what have you done?
It's an episode of Invader Zim.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
It is. Oh my
Turns
god.
into
I'm delicious.
turns into
Turn
hamburger.
to
or
hot
something.
dogs, I think.
It's a
That's
Greek
right, they're glizzies.
myth.
Is it a Greek myth?
Yeah. a king was cursed.
To turn into a
And-
glizzy?
Please go on.
Oh, and he just kept eating and eating, and he was never satisfied. And eventually, he just started eating himself.
Is he good?
Well, he ate his arms and legs.
Well, if he went for seconds, then probably tasted good.
Yeah, I would
That's
say
just that
so.
one episode of Billy and Mandy with the chocolate bar.
I'm sure Simpsons did it
Oh,
before
I know
that
exactly
too.
what you're talking about.
Would you like Marshmallow Man, Fudge Freak Out, or Antidote? Think carefully.
Are you talking about Ares? Scythian, I think. King of Thessaly. Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, the Italians.
Would eat themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mama, he turned into a giant meatball.
I cast the flesh to pasta.
Is that how meatballs came to exist?
Probably.
Assume so,
Pasta
given
man.
that Derek is
It's the
Now,
source
hold
of my
up.
power.
If a druid took Goodberry, but instead they made pasta,
Good
could they
meatball?
be? Could they be a pasta mancer?
If they're Italian, I'll allow it.
Can they be
they're
Italian
in
if
Italy
Italy
of
doesn't
D&D.
exist? Yeah, where is Italy in our D&D world, Derek?
Good question.
Well, if the
You guys ever gone
Feywild
there?
is France, according to Alpacine.
It's a plane of hell.
Only the good things.
Bordering the northern corner of the city of Dis is Sicily.
Damn.
The Leaning Tower of Babylon.
Now hold on, Discally, but they call it Disc for short. Disc for short.
Oh my god.
The greatest devils in all the hells dare not venture into the Italian countryside, lest they too fall prey to the pasta.
Now hold on. You're starting to make something that sounds really cool.
You might say you're cooking.
God damn it.
Does that mean there's like demon mobs?
Mafia.
Dude, what is all of hell except for one big demon mafia?
Well, Derek, I think you just answered the question.
You got Don Asmodeus up top. And you got all the little underlings wanting to get up there.
Is Asmodeus a dom, you think?
I said Don Asmodeus, not Dom Asmodeus. Don as in head of the Italian mafia.
I know what you meant.
Oh, is Asmodeus a Dom? I think he's probably at least a switch.
Definitely has a switch. And
We
his
should-
name is Evil Alexander.
We should do a recap.
God, please. All I remember is Masa running for mayor.
That is a very small portion of what happened.
I know. I remember a lot of information was dumped, and I'm like, I'll go back and listen to the recording. Oh, fuck.
That's a big
Um,
oopsie poopsie. We should probably, to make this easy, talk about what our characters did.
Yes.
Because we
Let's go in
probably all
order.
remember what we did clear enough, so we should probably
Uh,
do a round robin that way.
Maso, you're up
Oh,
first.
fuck. Okay.
I'm
So
just going in
Masa-
the order of Discord.
Masayuki made a phone call to Felicia's father and asked him if he wanted to be mayor, and the guy was like, "Nah, it's too risky to go up against the Genco guys. So thanks, but no thanks." And then Masa did some research to look for other people within the country that are or state that are going to be good mayors, and no one really came up. So he decided to do it himself, and Azazel came at the end of the session, was like, let's make a deal. So they make a deal, and the deal is Masa has to win and beat Zarek. Beating Zarek has to happen regardless, but he himself has to win in order to not lose his soul. I believe were the terms.
Yes.
And they agreed to it. So that was what I did.
I'll still have to think of how that affects you with the script, because the script does not want you to win. We'll fuck that moose when we get there. Briar.
Briar, along with Isaac and somebody else, went
Me.
to. Oh, and
The
Zarek.
library, right?
We went to Bun and the Coven first to meet with Lydia Bloomworth to talk about how Ermengarde could be disqualified. Then we went to the library where. Oh, I think it was at the coffee shop where we learned that Howard Ermengarde's real name is Justinus Olsen and is still currently a Swedish citizen. Then we went to the library and we learned a lot about Jinko. And I think that's where we ended.
Wasn't it like I remember saying Justinus as well, but it's like
Justinus.
Justinus, right? Ugh.
It's
Oh,
Swedish.
I see it in chat. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I remember saying Justinus a million times and Derek correcting me.
Houston.
You shame our Swedish ancestors, Carly.
Yeah, well, can blame our great grandfather for not teaching us.
I am also half Swedish.
Your blood's full of meatballs.
That's what Okra's always saying. Half Italian, half Swedish, 100% meatball.
On your
My son.
Yeah.
What did my son do?
Not really much.
I don't really remember anything.
No, because most of it had to deal with the aftermath of the fight. And Greg doesn't really feel like explaining himself very much, besides the fact that he was compelled to shoot someone else. The second time was compelled. First time was because he was told so by the Cowboys. And honestly, I don't think we really did much beyond that. Trying to think of what else happened. No, I think it was a lot of other people doing stuff.
I think so too.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything else. Can't remember anything.
Steve.
Yeah. I was with Zarek in the hospital. We had a kind of a heart to heart for a bit.
Oh, that was you. Heavy drugs.
Don't remember.
Oh my God.
No, went to the library. I don't exactly remember what Isaac researched. I don't think he discovered anything like critical. He didn't roll very well for research or scholarship. And that's basically what I did last session.
Go Ermengarde again.
Sorry about that. Steph was telling Steph good night.
Nice
Night,
you.
Sue.
Good night, Sue.
Everybody says good night, Sue.
Wake them up. Live good
Get
night.
them up.
Take them.
Okay. Is that right? Is that all you did?
I don't remember doing anything like significant.
It was actually a lot of RP last week between
Mhm.
Zarek and Isaac, actually.
Yeah, that we opened with that.
I do remember that actually.
We talked about why no one likes me, I believe. Or something
You asked.
like that.
You asked why everyone seems to hate you.
Isaac just answered honestly. From what I remember.
Kindly.
Have you ever
Yeah,
heard of a
kind of.
bath?
Have you thought of not smelling like shit? It usually helps me.
I feel like Isaac does kind of smell like shit though.
He actually doesn't. He uses magic to not smell like shit.
Oh, he's vanished me poop him.
You got
Basically,
Oh yeah, brother.
it's explicitly in his character sheet. He doesn't smell bad.
What?
That rules. I didn't know that, but I'm glad it's there.
I need the prestidigit citation.
Prestigious citation.
Derek, write that down.
I'll never forget it. And speaking of Triple X Jan, why is that your name?
Because I was at the top of the list, and I was like, no.
No, it's
Wayne, you little bastard!
Incredible.
Gee.
Wow.
I mean, you're a piece of shit. What is this?
Not my fault, y'all were slow.
None of us changed our names. We're all gonna have to answer the question eventually.
It's
that
not
would
like
be
that
really
gets you
funny.
out of it.
Yeah, but now I remember. I was in the hospital with
Christ.
Isaac.
Yes.
We talked, and then we all decided to go to that bakery. Everyone basically said everything I did because I was with everyone else.
I want to hear from your words.
Say it again.
We went to the
Eat 'em.
bakery where we were told by the Fey lawyer ways to get Ermengarde not kicked out of office, but kicked out of the
Just
disqualified.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I fully understand how that works other than let me see if I understand he's if we can prove he is not from where he says, he can't run for office.
Correct. If you can prove that he is not, in fact, a U.S. citizen, he cannot run for office.
So we went to the library and found his real name, but I don't remember if we found where he was from. I feel
Sweden.
like we
Sweden.
did. It was Sweden. Okay. So, but now we have to prove that Justinius is Ermengarde?
Yeah.
Now, yes, more or less.
Because it could be, I mean, everyone has those photos of like, oh, look, Keanu Reeves from 1800s. And now, I'm like, that's obviously not him. Obviously. And then that's where we ended. Everybody showed up at the library after me and Briar found that out.
Yes.
And
We
I
did
was very
end-
tired.
We ended with the Masayuki event. Which that does bring me to like, what do y'all want to do?
I'd probably pull that we need to get Masa in on this information and tell him our new plan.
Okay. You guys are still at the library?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. He looked young in the pictures, right?
Yes. Not only did he look young,
Looks
but
like the
this is
guy that
someone you've
shot me
seen
in the
before.
stomach.
Because that's like his mirror version.
Yes.
Okay,
You assume so, yes.
get in there.
All right. Who would like to call Masayuki?
I mean, I'll do it.
All right, go ahead.
I don't think he's gonna answer. Oh wait. I'd take out myself. right? I have a cell phone. I assume I have a cell phone now. I have someone's phone. Beep beep beep.
Zazel gave you a cell phone.
Yeah.
Does Masayuki answer?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Hello, Masa?
This is he.
This is Rick.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a plan. Thought I'd fill you
Oh.
in on it.
That's okay.
That it's okay for me to tell you our plan?
That's okay. You don't have to tell me your plan.
What? Wait, why?
'Cause I'm out.
What do you mean you're out?
I have another candidate in mind.
What? What the heck? We were just bonding again. Didn't you
Were
get my
we?
note?
Yes.
And?
And?
Are you? Wait, I'm gonna go really quiet. Are you mad at me still?
I just don't think you're what this city needs.
Well, that's not a yes or a no.
Zarek, to be mad at someone, you have to care about them. And, you were someone I had to help because the script commanded it. And I decided that you were someone I could not help. I wish
think...
you... Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, I think Zarek could just be very sad.
Oh.
I don't think he'd actually have a reaction.
But I wish you all the best in your endeavors. If you're feeling up to it, you should come to the rally in downtown Centerville. You can see how a real politician acts. Ta-ta! I'll hang up.
Oh.
Holy shit.
What's that meme where it's like everyone's mean to me and the guy's just standing there
Oh.
with his butt out? Standing dejectedly.
He's in the shower, like, everybody's so mean to me.
I think Zerg would just stand to the side with the phone at the side of his head. Like Goofy after he got to when Max gets really mad at him. He's just standing there in the rain.
Oh, that's such a sad scene. You can't make me feel bad for Zarek.
Yes,
Oh.
I can, bitch.
Jesus.
Alright. Do you tell the others?
After a bit, I probably would turn around. Say, Mas is out.
What do you mean?
He says he's out. He's just an asshole, apparently.
Sweet baby boy.
What exactly did he say?
He said he has a different and better candidate that can win and never believed in me.
Oh, okay. But
Has he betrayed us to the Ermengarde?
I didn't get that far. I was kind of sad. Listening to someone I liked tell me they didn't like me.
Oh God.
let me try to call him.
Oh God.
Knock yourself out. I throw you my phone.
I'm gonna use the
I'll-
restroom, but
I'll
please.
just-
Everybody
I'll just
call Masa.
borrow the number.
That
You're
works
so
too.
wise.
What'd you say, Jess?
That's so smart.
Yeah, I'm not calling you back on Zarek's phone. Hello, Tama. Please lay down. I want to say that I have Masayuki's number now. And I'm gonna call Masa.
Hello.
Can I, before we start talking, I want to be like away from the group because one, we're in a library, and two, I don't want Zarek to hear me.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that.
Perfect. Hello, is this Masayuki's number?
Well, you called his number. This is just Masayuki.
Perfect. So this is Briar, and Zarek just told us maybe some of what you said. And I do understand that you have a new candidate?
I do.
Okay. That doesn't quite solve the Ermengarde problem, but we did find out something that could be very useful.
Oh, yes.
So we met with the Fae lawyer earlier today called Lydia
Mhm.
Bloomworth, and she said that, as I flip through my pages, that Howard Ermengarde's actual name is Justinius Olsen, and
Mhm.
that he is actually a Swedish citizen and
Mhm.
not a U.S. citizen, so he actually can't run for office.
Oh, that's crazy.
There's gonna be quite a long pause from that tone of voice that you gave me.
God, I had to mute. I had an actual cackle.
But this is good news for your political candidate, because once Ermengarde is gone, then they'll run unopposed.
Yes, my definitely U.S. citizen candidate.
Man, no one's gonna run in this scam campaign.
Masa,
Yes.
Emmerich
it
becomes
you?
mayor.
Are you running for mayor?
Why don't you come down to the rally this afternoon and see?
Well, from that answer, do you at least have a plan to get rid of Ermengarde?
I just need. My plan is just that he doesn't become mayor. If he wants to hang around after the fact, that's hardly my business.
Sure.
Mhm.
But with all of his money and connections, surely pure political power can't beat him.
Pardon?
Did you not hear me?
No.
Surely with all of his money and connections, pure political power can't beat him. He
Well, you're
staged
gonna-
a video of Zarek burning a house down when he clearly didn't.
That's really not something I'm concerned about. It'd be kind of tough to burn his house down twice.
I mean, he has magic on his side, Masa.
I also have magic on my side.
Can't argue
Do
with that.
Do you at least know what you're doing?
Absolutely. I never do anything without a surefire plan.
I don't know what the Dresden equivalent is. Roll for insight. But
Over
I
the
would like
phone.
to roll for
Empathy.
insight.
But I actually don't think Masayuki is lying.
I'm very
So you-
confident.
Yes, I don't think you don't have to roll a deception, but we'll see what your empathy roll is.
I have none of it, so let's.
I'm a sociopath.
Oh, sorry, Tom. I hit you with the dice. That is
Damn.
a 0.
0? You have no idea. You don't know if Masa is telling the truth or what. It's a mystery.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll come down to support you. but
Thank you. Don't forget to vote.
I don't know if I can.
Well, oh, to do it anyway. I suspect.
This conversation just got a lot shorter.
I kind of thought you hung up the phone after like, thank you, don't forget to vote. Click.
God, that would be so.
That's actually way funnier.
Very accurate, to be honest.
I also should have told Zarek not to forget to vote.
Oh my God. Masa,
Oh, gee.
there are some changes to your powers.
Ruh-roh.
You no longer control Earth or any of the elements, as that was given to you from your script. That said, you do have some other powers.
Well, wait. My Shinto powers are not my script. My script powers are like my holy powers.
Yes, you have none of those.
Uh-oh.
I guess is your Shinto power
My
from
Shinto
your
magic
elements?
should be separated. Yeah, should be separated from my god power.
Okay.
Because I was a Shinto priest before.
So I would actually say you simply have no holy magic.
No, that's
You do instead. You can instead infuse any of your spells with Hellfire, which will add a +3 to their damage and control
Ooh,
my
at the cost of
favorite.
1 fate point.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite element, hellfire.
Well, actually, so any of your elements can be infused with Hellfire,
Okay.
which again, +3 damage, +3 control at the cost of 1 fate point.
Okay.
Just for free, basically.
So long as I'm pacted with Azazel.
So long as you are pacted with Azazel. Is Masayuki having a rally?
That was going to be what I did. I was going to have a little political campaign because election day is whenever we decide it is in this game. So I
That's
got a lot of
true.
work to do.
When is your rally?
I was going to have it be this afternoon.
Okay.
So quick.
I don't know if we have much to do before then. But I'll be going down the list. We'll come back to you. Briar, did you want to do anything else?
I would like Gwendolyn's help in drafting a letter to be able to talk to someone in the Fae Court about Jinko and Ermengarde.
Oh. Roll persuasion. Or is it rapport?
It'd be
Would
rapport, I
probably
think.
be rapport.
Rapport.
Yeah, there is no persuasion. It is rapport.
To get a librarian's help to do.
If she's going to
paperwork?
help you write a letter, she has reason not to help you write this letter. I'll say that.
Let me use a
I'm going to
kitty
roll an
dice.
arbitrary number that could be helpful or hurtful.
One.
Luckily for you, that is the DC.
Oh,
She says, I suppose I could help you form it. I mean, your Fae, your Sylvan's pretty good, right?
yes, of course.
All right. Well, let's get drafting. She'll say, what do you want to say?
Well, I know what I wanted to say, but it needs to sound a little more official.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. She's going to roll a scholarship. Jesus.
Big
Wow.
number.
She got an 8.
Oh.
So this is going to be a very good letter.
Um,
So you give me what you want the letter to say.
I'm afraid GeneCo has started to perform experiments on Fey kind, and they're making some Fey bring in terrible godlike creatures at the cost of Fey lives. I would like to discuss this further to see if we need to let them be or put a stop to this.
Okay. Gwendolyn does put together a finely crafted letter. I'm not going to write it out just because that would take too much time.
Oh,
But
yeah.
as Briar looks it over, it looks pretty foolproof. It looks very well spoken, perfect Sylvan. And she was saying, well, how's that?
oh my gosh, this is incredible. You're amazing.
Oh, stop. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I am a librarian. That's what we do, I think.
I don't know what you mean by you think.
Don't worry
But-
about it.
This is amazing.
You guys check the employment list. There is no Gwendolyn that works at the library.
There's not even a
So-
library.
It seems like Gwendolyn's like the only employee here, so it makes me think, are there just no employees?
Gwendolyn is actually the only employee you ever run into here.
Interesting.
Take that for what it is. I think actually last episode Briar did find out you were trying to figure out what Gwendolyn was, and you did realize Gwendolyn is not human.
Yeah, she's not human and she's not Fey.
Yes, she's not human and she's not Fey. You're not sure what she is, but something's up.
I think I tried to ask her and she's like, don't worry about it, kid.
That is pretty much exactly what she said. But yeah, she would say, well, who do you want this to go to?
I want it to go to the queen, but I know that there's like probably like proper channels to follow, which I do not know, but I feel like Briar would.
Briar would indeed.
Briarwood.
Jesus Christ.
That's my name.
You would know that the individual at the Fey bar could probably get it to the right place.
Which individual at the Fey bar?
The bartender.
Oh, fantastic.
I believe the person at the bartender at the Fey bar would be able to get this in the right hand.
And she would say, oh, perfect. And you would see her with a flip of her wrist. The letter disappears.
Whoa.
And she'll say, and in his hands it shall remain.
Left.
Aya.
That was the message.
Oh, I didn't see message. Oh, need to restart computer real quick.
Real quick. You actually need... I know who will meet with Briar. I need to dig up an
It is
icon.
only human to commit a sin.
Garrus.
Does not get... Garrus is not a fae.
Garrus.
He's a part-time fae.
You have seen
When he needs
Garrus
to
in
be.
full, like, archangel form.
Doesn't mean he couldn't work for them.
He's a service fae.
Jesus Christ.
Is he a Fae for pay?
Pay for pay.
Fae for pay.
I love that this is what Aya comes back to.
It's about what
Yep.
I expect. I was
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Are you back, Aya?" Yeah.
Oh,
Cool. Okay. Anything else you want to do, Briar?
No.
Good shit. All right. Moth Sun.
I don't know what I want to do. I guess I was here for Zrek being told that Masayuki is not his friend anymore. Which was, how we say, a delicious moment.
Yeah, you did
Greg
get
was
to
really
see
enjoying that.
a lot of sorrow and suffering.
How does
It was
Mothson feel
genuine.
about assassination attempts?
I don't know about that.
Damn.
He
Damn.
had to check with someone. Given a situation. I think he is going to take time to try and swing by Azazel and be like, so, am I still
Oh,
working for
man.
Zrek?
That's an excellent.
Because I can't imagine that Azazel would allow that one of Zrek's cabinet members to just walk away.
All right. You go to Azazel's. It says, oh, Moth Sun.
Hey, Isaac.
How serendipitous. Isaac, you go to the GM layer.
No!
He's thrown it into, like, the clearance rack at the back of the
That's-
Hot Topic slightly closed, and he's sucked into a void, like, into the clothing rack.
It's like that Carl Weezer, like, ah!
Kinda is. Damn layer is kind of the clearance there, to be honest.
And he'll say, what can I do for you?
Well, so I hear Zrek lost one of his campaign managers. Just want to know if you knew about
Yes.
that, and if you
I-
were planning on replacing him.
Oh, I do. I am fully endorsing that new campaign. Previously, I know I had you working for Zrek. I still kind of want that relationship there, if only for a man on the inside. You would do your favorite: sowing chaos, spying, subterfuge, the usual. I assume you don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, it's fine. Masayuki said he's got another guy coming. Do you want me to mess with that one too, or just the
Oh, no.
over
That,
Inko guy?
still focus on the Jinko guy. Masayuki's candidate winning is also beneficial to me.
All right, I guess I can do that. Do you think Zrek's still gonna win?
Oh, heavens no.
All right.
If he wins at this point, it will be a miracle and proof that I was on the wrong side of history when I defied God and creation.
That'd be a day.
And I don't think it will happen.
All right. Well, just wanted to check in and make sure nothing's changed.
Yeah, I appreciate it, my son. You are surprisingly reliable for, well, being so unreliable.
It's something of a specialty. Anyways,
He just betrayed us.
I don't think
it's
Masa
not-
gives a shit about that.
At no point did he betray Azazel, because in fact,
No,
little do you
Masa.
know, Azazel was the one who put him up to it.
Yeah. Masan has in fact been very diligent at what Azazel asked him to do. So Azazel was not even remotely upset with Masa.
Azazel has yet to give him a command that he does not agree with.
Yeah,
These
he
two
is
deserve
he
each
is
other.
fully committed. He has not interfered with Zrek whatsoever, and he has defended Zrek.
They think Greg is working for Emmerich, but in fact he's just been working for Azazel the entire time. But alright.
Yeah, he just says, keep doing what you're doing. You're kind of now in a spy mode.
Alright. Greg can do that.
Hell yeah, brother.
And if Azazel's not worried about Zrek winning anymore, all the better.
Indeed. That will come into play in just a moment. Next up, Isaac.
All right, so I kind of want to look for a I don't know, a newspaper or magazine, like local magazine that deals in conspiracy theories, kind of like The Sun or whatever.
Yeah,
Or,
roll me a scholarship.
and if I can't find it, I'll just ask for help. But he'd try to find it on his own first. That is a 2.
A 2? A 2 is good enough. You find one called the Appalachian Herald.
Do they have an email for like scoops?
Yeah.
Isaac would try to send them an email with the a picture of Ermengarde in Sweden,
Ooh.
basically saying that this area's top candidate immigrant. This is the lingo they work with. Generally speaking,
He's an illegal
Is not
alien about to
native.
do a transgender surgery.
Oh my god.
Okay, you send this message. You would probably get a response back pretty quickly. You get back from a man named. Get a random name in here.
Ermengarde.
That'd be hilarious. Cornelius. And he'll say, well, I mean, America was founded on immigrants, but are you saying that he's a foreign citizen trying to run for mayor?
yes. Which,
Oh.
as everyone knows, is against the law.
Yeah.
That is.
Goes against everything what this country stands for.
And this person would say, I do agree that someone running such a, well, multi-billion-dollar industry probably doesn't have the local place's best interests in mind. Do you have any proof of this?
Working on it.
He'll say, hey, you give me proof of this, I'll publish it. We can work something out.
The one conspiracy website or newspaper
So,
It doesn't just run with a crazy ass story.
so funny enough, you rolled a 2 on scholarship, which means you actually got a conspiracy site that seems to run stories that seem impossible, but you as a magic user know are probably real.
They accept evidence, but it does not have to be good evidence.
Also, that it doesn't have to be good evidence. If you want to fabricate some evidence,
I would get the team who's still at the library together for help because
Yeah.
Isaac is not the best
gather
liar.
them up and role play it out. Let me use the restroom real quick. I think at this point, Moslin is probably not here, right? You went to talk to
Probably not.
Azazel?
Yeah, he's gone.
Quick, everyone, come here. I have an idea.
We're actually in the corner reading Dr. Seuss.
Oh,
Zarek, I need your help.
I can't help anyone.
Drek is
I-
reading Sneeches on the Beaches, trying to better understand politics.
I could really use your help with this.
And he slowly closes the book. What?
I'm trying to convince a local newspaper. Is that what it was there? Or just a website?
newspaper.
Okay. Local newspaper to run a story about Ermengarde's origins and how he's not a legitimate candidate here. But I am not very good at crafting tales such as these to convince them that it is a legitimate story.
Why don't you just send it to the TV people, since they love stories about people burning stuff down and people not living here?
Sarek, those people are clearly in Ermengarde's pocket.
Well, maybe this will change their mind. I don't know.
I believe we just need to spark the flame of rumors.
I. Zerk's gonna go go research or whatever. What do you want?
I need to come up with a reasonable argument to get them to look into this seriously.
Isn't there a database where we can see where the name Howard Ermengarde came from? Like
His bloodline, his family
It's-
tree.
because if his real name is Eustanis, then the Ermengarde name just came out of nowhere. He wouldn't have any like traces.
Oh, reasonable doubt. If there's no evidence of his heritage, then perhaps people might think where he came from.
Sure. I think Shrek did that for someone in the first book. God, I'm going way back though.
Hmm.
Yeah,
A whole year.
dude, like a whole day is long back for me.
Do you guys research the name Howard Ermengarde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So really researching the name, do
Like a roll?
you ask a Gwendolyn for help?
100%.
Yes.
Not yet.
Not yet?
I wasn't going to yet.
All right. Roll a scholarship.
It can't be investigation.
It can be. This
It
can be
can be?
investigation. Yes.
That's a 6.
With
Oh,
a 6,
shit.
you actually find information that Howard Ermengarde immigrated to the United States in 1932.
His fake ID or whatever it's called.
And I'll say with a 6, you can tell that this would actually be Justinius's great uncle.
Ermengarde's
Yes.
name is Justinius's great uncle.
Ermengarde's name is just Justinius. Ermengarde, Howard Ermengarde would be his great uncle,
Ah, gotcha.
who
I
was
would,
a U.S. citizen.
I would relay that information. Actually, no. I would just give it over to Briar. There you go.
Oh, I will hand
Mm.
it over to Isaac.
So just to
Thank you so
clarify,
much. You're so good at this.
Yeah, I used to be an investigator. I don't know what got into me to get into politics. I was much better at investigating.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah. Found a whole
Oh,
bunch of stuff.
oh, like what? Tell me about it.
Oh, keys, cats, dogs. Mostly pets, honestly. A lot of people lose their pets in this town.
Briar's like trying her hardest to like, because Zarek loves talking about himself and how good he is. So she's trying to be like, oh, it's like, tell me about yourself. Trying to make him happy.
Oh,
Oh, that's cute. I don't think
Uh,
he's biting right now.
I can tell.
what was your favorite case?
Oh. Well, I did like the one where, and then I would explain the entire case if we haven't already of the first book. Where track down that old lady to
Yeah.
prevent that being from rising or something.
Yeah. To prevent the being from being freed.
Yeah. And honestly, the being wasn't that bad. You know, they offer you a wish for nothing, and I don't know why I didn't go with it.
for nothing.
You could still kill that old lady, Zarek.
Well, I know, little devil on my shoulder.
Don't think there isn't a single day that goes by that I don't contemplate it.
I got her address in my phone. I actually don't remember where she ended up. Is she in town still?
She's back
Well,
in
she
town.
returned from Japan. She was spirited away yet again by some Japanese man and his troop of wandering girls or something.
She's the new
Accurate?
troop. She's in the troop. Masa recruited her.
I don't know. Masa
Uh,
needed someone to be.
She was there when we fought Bridget because she almost died.
Yeah,
Which is
she was taken back, and now she's fine. She's living in town.
She
Playing
living or she
bingo.
living? Oh, she's living. It's a bingo girl.
Just for my notes, when was the real Ermengarde born?
1932?
The real Howard Ermengarde was a U.S. citizen in 1932. They were actually born probably in 1911.
11.
They immigrated to the U.S. in 1932.
I find it so strange that nobody has asked him for his proof of birth or anything. And yet he's running and winning.
I mean, wasn't there that politician that like lied about like going to school and having degrees?
You'd think they have better checks and balances.
You would think.
Gwendolyn just like, let me tell you, this country's abysmal at all of those things.
Now, do you think that's because of demon influences or just like it
Either.
how it's run?
I
don't
think
think
it is the
humans are very
folly of
good.
humanity.
No. I don't know. I don't have a response to that.
So the real Howard Ermengarde was born a long time ago.
Yes, over 100 years ago.
Do we have a death date?
You do
Ooh.
not, actually.
Ugh.
But he almost certainly is dead.
Can we look that up?
Yeah, with your investigation, you did not find a death date.
Is there like an
Add that to the-
obituary?
No, there is no obituary. 6 is really good.
What
So
about
for a 6 to not have found this means that it is very, very hidden or unavailable.
what about any like
Maybe
articles
the
on
death date
him?
doesn't exist.
Or let's see, that's 1932 he came here.
Yes.
Could he have gotten like, I don't know, drafted?
There'd still be a death
That's a good
date.
question. Yeah, there would still be a death date, but that's a good question. Did he get? He did fight in World War II. And from this role, he was pretty good.
He was pretty good at war.
He survived.
Oh,
Got considered
gotcha.
pretty good at war.
That's not how
He was
I
in
read
good
that.
condition.
He shot a lot of Nazis. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled 4 5s, so he probably did shoot a lot of Nazis.
Usually those records are kept in like, you know,
Like the VA?
something like that. Unless they were stricken out. He was dishonorably discharged or something.
He was no, you wouldn't. You found no record of him being dishonorably discharged. You would find him having been. Let me roll a die.
Actually, I think that's public stuff now. Once he dies.
Yes, it
I
is.
guess-
However,
Ooh.
you do not find a record of that. You find no record of death, even though, yeah, a World War II veteran would absolutely be public. I mean, that would be like
His records would be
an
public
article
by now.
about the in memory of.
Can we look up last known address?
Yes. Give me an investigation or a scholarship.
Let's see which one is better. Investigation.
Roll well.
Well, my roll gives me nothing, but my investigation is 5, just flat.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The 5 on
it's
your
my 5
investigation.
slot.
The house that just burned down, was it the last known address of Howard Ermengarde?
Oh.
And Howard Ermengarde is the uncle.
It is his great uncle. Tracing back the family tree, since you know what Justinius looks like.
What about for death dates for Justinius's name?
No death dates for Justinius's name. Roll me a scholarship.
Oh, 3.
3.
With that
That's
scholarship roll, you know that
Well,
people
actually-
don't get death dates until they die.
People only
Unless
die
they're
when they are
fake.
killed. So not only do you find no death date for Justinius, you find no death date for Justinius at all, and you find no news about Justinius aside from the one single article you found about him being a Swedish researcher on a Antarctic cruise. Well,
What's
not
the
cruise,
name of the
but
cruise? Or the ship?
God damn it.
Sorry. If it's not important, then never mind.
No, we're gonna name it.
That is actually something to research, though. If he's famous enough to be mentioned on this research, what the research was, and What
It's
came
called
of
the
it?
Ashton.
The Ashton Kutcher?
Just the Ashton.
Yeah, Ashton Ketchum.
Zarek, can you research that? The research of that?
That's fair. I mean, if this could be a through line. Do an investigation.
Investigation, that's a 6.
6 investigation 6 on the Ashton. You know that this was a research vessel that was funded by the Swedish government to investigate archaeological conspiracy theories about Antarctica. People are saying there's portals to like Agartha down there. People are saying there's pyramids under the ice. People say all kind of wild shit. This was actually a funded expedition to go down there and see what's going on.
Oh, that I would ask Gwendolyn about.
What would you ask Gwendolyn?
So is this legit? These portals and do you know
Now,
anything about any of this?
Agartha and pyramids in Antarctica? That's complete horseshit.
Oh, just
The
curious.
no, the Hollow Earth theory is insane. Now that said, people could have easily found portals to other dimensions that happen in strange spatial overlays where different realities kind of overlap, kind of how your powers would work.
Oh, fancy. Hmm. It doesn't say what happened to the rest of the crew, or like.
No, you know the Ashton found a large crystalline feather. That is the only thing that has ever come out of it. And it's mostly from like it kind of looks like a tabloid news journal.
This feather has come up before, hasn't it?
It has many times.
That's the angel feather.
You call it the angel feather.
Doesn't angel feathers come up in D&D as well?
Of course.
Excellent.
Like they're all linked.
Some would say that this
God.
may be, in fact, where the Radiant starts.
This could be the origin of the Radiance.
Some might say experimenting with powers beyond our control, such as angelic DNA, would be bad.
Angel DNA.
Angel
Angel
DNA.
DNA.
Did they crossbreed angel DNA with frogs as well?
Well, first they put it in newts, and then the newts became male and female somehow, instead of just being female newts. And then they became angels.
And then
She
Jeff
turned me
Goldblum
into a
sent
newt.
You're not on the
It did
worst.
get better.
You're not on the worst track for ideas.
Oh dear.
Ah, so something other than a newt.
Something other than a newt, indeed.
Is it like a pigeon? What?
Sure.
Some might say clone. You know, cause a Jinko.
They gotta start with something.
Some might say Felicia and her sisters are along this
No,
track
hold on.
of research.
We're hopping over a few too many lily pads here. Let's back it up. Now, how do we know Felicia's a clone? We surely don't have any evidence of that.
I didn't know
No.
Felicia had sisters.
Well, for you, that's fair. Ween has been here since the beginning.
Yes, for
Ween
you,
should know better.
No, I know
sisters
she had
haven't.
sisters.
Her
I
sisters
know
have
she was a
never come
clone.
up in this. Well, they have, but like not as Felicia's sisters. In D&D, there's no.
One's a gnome,
Do you remember
right?
that robot, the AI that hangs out with Garrus we might have mentioned in passing, Maria?
Ooh.
She, in fact, knows all about Felicia and her sisters. In fact, I do believe the first time we ran across Felicia, as far as referenced outside of being with the Ryules, was within the same place we found Maria. And Maria is definitely like an AI from not the D&D timeline, in the sense that it probably came long before any of our D&D characters ever existed. And is technology based and from a laboratory, which looks from modern times, like, I don't know, maybe Jinko stuff. I'm just
My-
spitballing here, though.
My, how the cookie crumbles. But yes, you do find in all your research, this Ashton found this massive feather. Nobody believed it, and it was a huge tabloid story.
Well, I'll bring all this to their attention. Huge tabloid. There you go, Isaac. Maybe this will help.
Thank you. We'll see what I can do.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, sending that to the
Right?
the Appalachian Anomalies news venue.
I thought that's what you were
Basically.
hinting at.
I wasn't sure what we were doing with this.
Oh. I thought that was all
Having fun with
planned. I was
it.
like, oh, I get it, Derek.
Oh yeah,
Tabloid.
bro, this is all unplanned. Are you kidding me? Okay. You send them this. And I think they would say, so you're saying that this guy took the name Howard Ermengarde, took control of this company to be a US citizen, to do this, to become mayor of this town?
Yes.
I think you're right.
Yes. It's fucking cool.
It all makes sense. And he's like, I will publish something tomorrow.
Be safe.
Don't worry. They got no idea.
This
It's
is
just
run
like-
by Ermengarde. I would be so pissed.
I was like, it's Gwendolyn from like another room. Okay, good shit. Anything else that y'all want to do?
Do we
I'll-
know where Ermengarde Jr. is staying now? Now that their house is burned down?
You know, Ermengarde was life flighted to UPMC Hospital. You probably would not have heard anything beyond that point.
I'd
How long
probably
ago
go
was his
check
house
out.
burned down?
Yeah. I think yesterday?
2 days ago?
I think it was actually just yesterday.
Oh.
Well, that happens in one day in this town.
Yeah.
Well, because I think yesterday was the big fight.
hmm That was also the same day that Zrek burnt the city, burnt that
I'm
house
sorry?
down, and also I think was it Zrek or Moss-san that led Ian to crash his car and
Mothman killed a cop.
yeah,
Oh.
Moss-san killed a cop.
Hold on, why am I being dragged into this? I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm just saying a lot happened in that one single day. Yeah, that was all just yesterday. You've heard no news as to what happened to him after being life flighted to UPMC Hospital in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh. as in mammoth? PC?
Oh, I will. University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. I'll put it in chat there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
That's like-
UPMC.
That's like one of the biggest hospitals in Pittsburgh. If you rich or very poor, you go to UPMC. All right. All right. I'll do the Masayuki rally.
I was gonna go to the rally with
Briar.
Briar.
You would actually get a message from an unknown number that would say, "Meet me at the Stagger Inn."
Oh. Is that the Fae bar?
It is.
Okay. Then I will go. Well, what time is it?
It is. That's a good question. You guys just had. It's the next day after that fight. I would say like 3 p.m.
And what time is the rally? 5, 6?
I'll say 5.
Okay, then I have time.
All right, we are going to move here. Let's get bar music.
Oh, were the Cowboys here?
They are actually.
They're always here.
Where else
They
are
are
they?
almost always here.
Did they get my get well soon balloon and card?
Yep, I think they did.
I left it at their table, but I'm gonna try not to look at them.
They honestly, as you walk in, you would see Steve tip his hat to you,
Oh,
and just
I'm
in
giving-
greeting. He's not gonna push anything, but you think he got it.
I'll give him a little nod.
You see Zach just kicking back brewskis. He seems to not be really paying attention to anything.
That's fair.
Briar, as you take a seat at the bar, you see a very large and imposing woman carrying a very large silver spear say, "Are you Briar?"
Oh, yes, that's me.
The queen received your letter.
Oh,
This is about Irmingard, yes?
yes, it is.
Well, if you wish to take him to court, oh, I'll hear you out. She'll actually sit down. She'll order probably just a whiskey. She's like, so what seems to be the issue?
So, he has been doing experiments on humans, but the most concerning thing is that he's been doing experiments on the Fae.
And she would then look at you and say, Briar, how do you
Yes.
know this?
Because I talked to some of them.
Roll a rapport. I'm gonna use the restroom, but let me know what you get. And honestly, and add 2 to it.
Oh, thank God. I got 2 1s.
Good thing you got the +2.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I got 2 1s and a 6, so that just makes it a 1.
A positive is all we need. This woman who kind of towers over you would say, "Do you know who I am?"
Do I know who she is?
That's a good question. How much would you know about the upper courts? Does your character really give a shit about that?
I'm gonna say yes because all little kids like cops.
That's fair. She would actually say, well, she would ask that. You would know she is the winter emissary named Miriam. She is from the Unseelie Court, but like Marin works with the Unseelie Court, despite being a Seelie Fae, this is an Unseelie Fae who works directly with the Seelie Court. So you could answer yes.
Yes, I do know what you are. Who you are.
Hmm.
I meant who.
Yeah, of course. And she would say, Briar, what I'm about to say must stay between you and I. But what if I told you that the Queen was involved in these actions that you accuse Jinko of?
Well, honestly, I suspected a little bit. I didn't want to, but from what I know and from what I've found out, that's why I sent the letter. Really.
Well, thankfully, the letter got to me. Had the Queen received it, you would be dead. That said, I take this a little more seriously than most, and I am aware of what goes on in the upper courts. Do you wish to stop these experiments?
Yes.
And she would say, then I will do what I can to assist. That said, her and this Howard Ermengarde are quite close.
Is she close with the real Howard Ermengarde or the one using his name?
Ooh, that's a good. Damn.
We're just throwing you all the questions tonight.
Now, these are good questions to ask. So I rolled all positives, which means this will rule in your favor. And Miriam will actually say, what do you mean?
Well, we believe that the Howard Ermengarde that we see is actually a man named Justinius Olsson, and he's currently a Swedish citizen, and that the real Howard Ermengarde is actually his great uncle.
So even his name is a lie.
Yes.
She'll take another big swig of whiskey and she'll say, I'm not surprised. Are you familiar with a man named Emmerich?
Yes, very much so.
He may be able to assist you. And she would say a few years ago, well, probably more like 40 years ago, he tried to nip this in the bud before it became a problem. But the Queen got to him first. If you need to organize something against this Mr. Ermengarde, discuss it with him and mention my name. I'll help in whatever way I can.
Thank you
But
so much. Oh,
you cannot tell another Fey soul about what we discussed today.
no, of course not. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
She would nod, finish her drink, and say, good. It's good to see that not all is lost in the Sealy court. And she will get up and exit through a door that goes to a gateway that goes into the Feywilds. And she will give you her name, which is Miriam. And if you say it with intent, she will arrive on the spot to help you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Good shit. Okay. Now time for the political rally.
Is Azazel helping fund my campaign?
hmm Yeah, you have actually received a stipend of $250,000. You have full legal papers for the United States, and you're good to go.
All right. So, picture this. It's in the center of town. I would call it almost carnival, if not circus-esque. I'm like here to put on a show because there's no debates, and I've just added myself onto a ballot for an election that is, I don't know, 3, 5, 6 days away. Tomorrow? Who knows? So it's like big, it's vibrant, it's kind of like a party. There's definitely alcohol, and like it's just a big bang.
I love this. Who from the party is attending?
Me.
I would.
I mean, if
Out
there's
of
alcohol,
curiosity.
Greg would probably go.
I'd probably stay at the library.
We got Zarek. We got Greg. We got Briar. Isaac does not go. I think there would be some NPCs who would come. Good lord. It's just you guys.
Yes, Masa is wreck and Masa.
I'm Briar's here.
Yeah, Briar.
I'm sorry, I meant Briar, not Masa. Like it's just 3 people in the crowd.
I got the biggest rallies. Nobody has rallies like I have rallies. Everyone comes to my rallies.
All right. You are having a large political rally, which has actually garnered the attention of a lot more people than you would have ever expected to arrive. And yeah, town is bumping. What do you want to do?
I'm definitely gonna make like talk to as many people as I can, shake hands, kiss babies, hand out drinks, introduce
What?
myself left and right.
Roll rapport. You have a +3.
Let's see. I gotta pull up my character sheet. That's gonna be a +2.
+2 in addition to your +3?
I don't have any rapport, so it was just.
Oh no, this is a plus.
Oh, no,
you
no.
have a plus. You have a +3.
Oh, sorry. Then it's +5.
Okay. Don't worry. Azazel's doing a little bit of heavy lifting here. With a 5, you are able to. Everyone seems really into you being a candidate, and honestly, Masayuki is probably self-aware enough to realize that some of these people don't seem to be maybe making their own decisions and seem to be heavily influenced by your patron.
That's fine. Well, we
That
got
said-
buttons, we got stickers. I'm slapping them everywhere.
Yeah, and honestly, all of this merchandise and advertising was done in mere hours. As you do that, you do run into. I guess that's the middle of the day. We
was
should
like, yeah,
not be here,
what's she doing here?
but there would be a representative. You would run into Sasha,
That's-
and Sasha would probably say, "Masa, what's going on?
Well, I'm running for mayor. What does it look like?
What's all well and good? Is Rec out of the running?"
I think that was always the case.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not shocked. Well, this is good news. This is a pretty good turnout. How'd you throw this together so quickly?
Oh, I have my ways, and my patrons are good. It's all about the showmanship, Miss Sasha.
deception.
Uh-oh. Now, I said my patrons were good.
That's true. That is factually incorrect.
Deception?
Or is it deception in this
Deceit.
game?
Deceit.
Deceit. Yes.
That is going to be a +6.
A +6. Okay. Sasha is just flabbergasted. Like, well, whoever your patron is, great job. You might not even need to have either of them win, which would frankly be ideal given everything we've seen.
Can I make a speech?
Yes, of course you may give a speech.
So I have the 2020, which is like, well, it goes up to 2020. I have the census data for Centerville, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
And
hell
I
yeah.
know that while they've just had blue senators, but that's fairly recent. They've been red mostly. So we're not going to lean too hard into Trumpisms. But I also know that despite having a population of only 3,200, there is a 6% poverty rate and a decline in household incomes. And that's what I'm going to touch on. And I'm going to be like, that's a poverty level that's too high for a population of this size. And I'm going to go into all of that. And because I'm a theater boy, I'm juggling, I'm doing fire magic tricks.
Hell yeah.
It is a spectacle.
Roll a performance.
Oh, that's what I'm best at. I think that's just gonna be
But do your dice agree?
no, kind of. That's gonna be a +6.
That's pretty fucking good. So yeah, the crowd is really into it. I mean, you're getting a huge response. Everybody loves this. And let's roll. Okay. That's for my own notes. All right, you do all that. You get raves from the crowd. Everybody's happy. You do see some other individuals in the crowd. Obviously, you see your friends. You see this person standing amongst the individuals. And as you do the speech and exit stage, does any of the player characters have a comment for this?
Do we see Ermengarde?
You don't see Ermengarde, but you do see your friend. Masayuki sees Ermengarde because Masayuki is on a stage.
Mm. I think I would just cheer.
That's great. What is Rex's response?
I'm torn because I feel like Zarek would do one of two things. One, he would probably cheer as well, not realizing what he's cheering for. Or
Pulls out a thingamajig.
B, let's jam.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Or B, give up and go to the bar, as he did in the last book.
Well, brother, you gotta let me know which one of those you choose.
I know. Hold on.
I'm pulling out a thingamajig fucking.
God.
That's crazy because I'm Japanese too. It's just there's so many layers to it.
Zarek got that shit that killed Shinzo Abe.
Jesus Christ.
That's what the thingamajig is. Peter
know,
made
I
that
get it.
joke.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, Carly.
So, you know that the Prime Minister of Japan got assassinated, right?
What? Did not know that.
This
Oh
was
shit.
a year
This was like
ago, I
last
think.
year?
Oh.
I think a little more than a year now.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah, might be
a
2
year
years
and a
ago.
half. But because they don't have guns in Japan, this guy made a thingamajig that took him out. Let me
Basically made an electric powered shotgun with 4 barrels.
So Japan is better at guns than the United States at killing political people.
Well, the Japan has to be more inventive. I would not say this stacks up to like an AR-15 in
It was
any
also
capacity.
like point blank.
Yeah.
Getting a gun in Japan is not nearly as easy as it is in America.
No, it's like
Much
nigh
stricter about
impossible.
regulation.
So this guy made his own.
And yet Trump is still alive after 2
I know. Look,
attempts.
I'm very disappointed at the aim of my fellow Pennsylvanians. They just don't make them like they used to, and that's a shame.
Disappointed.
Here, I'll
Same.
post it. I'm gonna post it in the chat. That's the gun.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the thingamajig.
That sure is a thingamajig.
I also realized Sue can't listen to this part of the video.
Why not?
It's got the Rufus March.
Oh.
Had to be done. I'd probably cheer for now. Not fully comprehending what's going on.
Okay.
It's okay, Sarek. There's other ways to get power.
Wait, why do you say it that way?
I mean, well, you know he's not going to be mayor forever. We just got to get rid of Ermengarde. And then, once the seat's empty, who can sweep in and save the day? It could be you.
Wait, you think I could win?
After the election.
As a void gets filled, that Masa left.
You can be the one to play the long game.
Wait, I do like long games. This is true, actually. Maybe this could work. Someone else can do all the work, and then I swoop in at the end.
See?
Right, I knew I always liked you.
Oh. Thanks.
Oh no!
Oh,
Derek!
Derek did not like that interaction. Take it back.
are they getting Comcasted?
Sue's still here.
That's true.
So it usually takes a second to go after. The thingamajig got him.
No.
No.
Alphonse came up back behind him.
There you
Welcome
go.
back.
Computer crashed. Might be.
Oh,
Did a little kitty paw hit the power?
No, thankfully they're pretty good about not doing that.
But
Or
the
they're really
computer is
good
just so
at it.
warm.
Or they're so good at it that I didn't even notice.
Oh, look, Alphonse sold one of your OCs without you even knowing.
That's true.
Years in the making. Alphonse is just a little Zrek.
He's my oldest OC. It's like 30 years old.
Man, that's a long game.
Longer than Alphonse has been alive.
That's crazy. Such a smart cat.
I think the last thing I was saying was, what does my son do in this, if anything?
Oh, probably being the alcohol is free, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's just hanging out at the bar. He has no cares about what Masayuki is doing. Like, honestly, he can't interfere because
Oh no.
because Azazel would not like that.
That's
So,
true.
I don't like what you just did, Derek.
And indeed, Howard Ermengarde comes next to you and just says, "This is crazy, right?"
what is?
Oh, just your group having 2 candidates.
I wouldn't consider myself part of that group, but sure. Why
Oh,
not?
I certainly would. I think you've actually been working with Zrek for 2 months at this point.
I mean, define working with.
You have been largely in most of the same bodies of work. I can't
I mean-
necessarily speak to your allegiances.
I'm in the same bodies of work as the people at the DMV. That really doesn't mean much.
My son, I don't think you've ever worked for the DMV.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
Eh.
Do you want my son to roll deception for working at the DMV?
No, I don't think he's really invested in the lie, but also like, oh no, the guy is flexing that he knows that Mawson has not worked with the DMV. He's not exactly worried about it.
That is true. And then he would say, "Are you really serving your department?"
Yeah. I'm doing everything I need to do.
I don't think the porn agency would be very happy to hear that you're, well, involved in all this.
I mean, you're free to report me if you want. Should take him about 3 months to probably get that, process it, and contact me.
That's probably true. But you're an enjoyer of chaos, right?
I enjoy many things. What exactly do you want?
Well, I hadn't really anticipated your mage doing all this.
Again, not mine.
Of course. It is yours. But that's beside the point. If I were able to find a way to tear all this down, would you assist? You would be
Maybe.
handsomely rewarded.
Define handsomely.
$11 million?
Sure. I guess so.
Sounds good.
Jesus Christ.
Easy lay.
You would say, good. We'll be in touch.
No problem. Just, I guess, send me a text or whatever.
I will. And I'll disappear.
Apparently, has not heard what happened to the last cowboy that worked was Greg. Mm.
Well, he was there, so I think he might know what happened.
We didn't know though. Well, I guess now we do.
Yeah, now you do.
Can you tell me what the letters stand for in the porn department, please? It's like paranormal something.
Paranormal observation, retention, and neutralization. Retention or retrieval? I can't remember which.
You made
Carly
it
wants
up.
to stop writing porn in her notes.
In big caps, because it is an acronym.
I did do that. Retrieval and neutralization?
Yeah.
Thank you. Carry on.
Good shit. Does anyone want to do anything else at this rally?
Other than drink after what I've learned? Nah.
You are more than welcome to enjoy the open bar.
I'll just have one little drink.
Zrek,
Mhm.
do you do anything here? Do you
I
talk to Masa?
probably try to talk to Masa afterwards. When there's a moment.
Okay. If everybody's good, the thing will start to wind down. People start to disperse, go home, etc. And you've got a moment to talk to Masa.
Well.
Can I help you, Zarek?
So was this your plan the whole time, or just in the last 5 minutes?
It was not my plan the whole time. My plan was to make you someone that I could trust over Ermengarde. What I have seen thus far has not impressed me, and so I take matters into my own hands at great cost to my faith, my beliefs, etc.
Oh, cut the crap. You knew I wasn't going to win from the beginning.
I was ordained by higher powers to see that you did. You are incapable of doing so, thus I am here.
Hey, let's just cut to the chase. You just don't want Ermengarde to win, right?
Nobody does.
Yeah, nobody, definitely.
Heaven and
but
earth.
you don't want to be heaven and earth.
Heaven and earth are trying to make sure this man does not get elected.
Well, let's be honest. You don't want to be mayor.
Maybe I do.
No, Masa. Let's be honest. You want to be your troop leader, and you just don't want Ermengarde to win.
Do you think you know me, Zarek?
I thought I did.
Well, you don't. And you don't know what I want and what I don't want.
You're gonna sit there and tell me you want to sit in an office and run this entire town. Let the power wash over you. Let it corrupt you from the inside.
I'll want it if it's something you want.
Oh, okay. This isn't as going as I thought it would. Fine. So that is what you want then. That's what you're telling me right now.
Hand to God.
Oh, a god that you abandoned. Oh, I don't know that. I'm sorry. Take that back. Hand to God, hand to God. Well, this is very disappointing.
I imagine it is. For you.
Well, making this very hard to be nice.
Is this what we call being nice?
Yes, I apologized and everything.
What?
I sent you the note and I
Oh.
apologized.
Yes.
Oh. Ugh. You know what? This was a mistake. Never mind. I had an idea that could get you what you wanted and get me what I wanted, but never mind. I'm just gonna start walking out or away.
Ta-ta!
Yeah, I hope Greg shoots you again.
Damn.
Crazy thing to say in public.
Are we in public? I thought we were like behind the stage or something.
You're in public.
Like
I mean,
with people
behind the
around
stage
us.
is still public.
Yes.
Well, that's true.
I thought you said the crowd's dispersed.
It's dispersing, but like you're not out in the open.
It's not
You're not
just
in a
the
private
two of us.
area.
I thought it was more of a private area. It
No,
doesn't
it's
matter.
not. I mean, it's all right. People say they're gonna shoot people all the time in real life.
Especially in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, especially Pennsylvania. I wish we were a little better at it.
I'm gonna go to Azazel next.
Surek's very good, not very good day.
No good, very bad day. All right.
I'm starting to feel bad for Surek.
Zurich.
I mean, none of his plans have worked so far. Why should any
Oh.
of these plans work?
Surek.
Zurich has no humility.
He was trying.
Was he?
You can't just go from like he has no humility to all the humility. He has to take baby steps in some way.
That's true.
That's true.
I was seeing it.
Thank you.
I would say a demon's patience is not very. It's pretty short. And if we're going to him next, you go to the mall as usual.
He could just be at the rally for ease.
That would be funny, actually.
He was at the rally, but he would not talk to Zrek at the rally. He just wouldn't do it. He would say, "Oh, Zrek, good evening.
Hello.
Can I help you?"
So I need Masa dead,
Ooh.
but not yet. I need him to win first, and then he can die.
He looks very confused, and he's like, "And what do you mean?"
So I think we both know I'm not going to win.
I think you had a shot at one point.
Well, that's your opinion, but great. No. But I think we both know I'm not going to win at this point. Masa just has too much charisma. Ween had a moment there. I've honestly had like one moment to campaign, and the rest has been bad advice from people that I've taken or bad ideas that I've had. So let's call it what it is. I'm not going to win. But I don't need to win. I need someone else to win.
All right.
And then I'm going to change my form to look like Masa.
Oh. He would
You need to stop doing this
probably-
to my characters.
He would probably say,
I know, I was thinking that when I came up with this idea. I
Oh.
was like, oh, I feel bad, but also,
Zrek, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't think you have the Riz to be Masa.
Well, that's why you come in. Can't you help me? Don't you want me to win?
No.
Wait, what?
No, I've actually put all of my support towards Masayuki.
Wait, what the hell?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but well, Masayuki wanted help winning. I was available. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I've met the actual Lucifer, the Lord of Hell, the first fallen angel, and I think even he had a little more humility than yourself. And that's saying something.
I don't have any words. This is one too many betrayals today.
It's like, look, I encourage you, if you win all on it, you can keep your gifts, you can keep your more adult looking form, your staff, obviously. If you win all on your own, then we'll all look like fools, won't we?
Wait, did Masa actually make a pact with you?
Of course.
What the fuck?
I'm a demon's
That
wreck.
hypocrite!
A devil, rather.
Ah.
I'm an opportunist. And this opportunity was not looking very good.
I'm not happy.
Like, I
I'm
didn't
very
expect
not
you would
happy.
be.
And I'm gonna start storming out.
Do take care, Zrek.
I pushed something over on my way out.
That's,
I don't know what it is, but it's something.
It's like a rack of like Charlie the Unicorn pins. He's like, that's fair. You do whatever you gotta do. And he says, farewell, Zrek. Good luck.
Fuck you.
And we go.
I thought Azazel would go for that.
Oh wait, we're not done yet.
I was like, whoa.
Just kidding.
The
sessions get shorter and shorter.
No, not quite that short. That said, I don't really know where we're going from here. So, who's got something they want to do?
I guess I gotta talk to Emric, but I feel like I've done a lot this session.
Briar, that is 100% fine.
What has Isaac been doing?
That's a good point. What is Isaac doing?
He would have stayed at the library, doing more research into Ermengarde, his alias, his like history and stuff like that. Just seeing if there's any other like clues
I
or
guess give me an investigation or scholarship, whatever is better.
I think they're both the same. But check. No, my investigation's slightly better. That's a 1.
A 1. You don't really find anything different that Zrek or your compatriots did not uncover. And actually, as you're kind of researching, Gwendolyn would come in and be like, "Hey, what's still here?"
And that's the job of a scholar is never done.
Oh, don't I know it? Still looking up stuff on Ermengarde.
Just think there must be something else we're missing. Something I'm on the verge of discovering. Crack the case, as it were.
Let me see. She would probably say, honestly, the only thing that you're probably missing is when they got an arm of the Asmodai. That's something y'all know at this point, right?
Yes.
But I don't think that's going to be in any public records.
Might you have any private records?
Roll a rapport.
Ooh.
Sounds like Isaac hitting on.
Don't I ever? She says.
That's a 2.
She would say, I don't. But look, you guys need to get him disqualified, right?
Yes.
And you know that another elected official probably helped him do all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, it might be worth looking into. Let's just say the sheriff of Centerville.
What's his name again?
Jesse.
Yes, she would actually say her name is Elizabeth. Did you say Jesse?
I thought it was Jesse. The sheriff was on Nicholas's radar for so long.
Jesse.
It is Elizabeth Donaldson.
I don't suppose her address is public knowledge.
Good question. Would that be public knowledge? Probably. Yeah, I'll say her address is public knowledge.
Yeah, I would do just like some very basic like research into who she is.
Roll me a scholarship.
That's a 3, baby.
Hell yeah. What kind of information are you looking for?
History of like has there been any questions about corruption or collusion or inappropriate relations with other politicians, like doing favors and whatnot, or accusations thereof?
You find a mostly squeaky clean record. However, with a 3, you do find that there are certain occasions where it seems like bodies have been illegally moved between counties, and there has been some mishandling of murder investigations in the town.
Mishandling how?
Just bad evidence, not finding the right shit, contaminating the crime scenes, just kind of general mishandling. especially with the murders that happened last book.
And that's just her department or her behavior specifically?
I mean, it's her. It's the police department, but it is a reflective of her behavior. She's
Has
the
she
one
made
who
any?
is in charge.
Has she made any public statements about that?
None. These are largely not even public statements you're reading. They're kind of internal documents.
Okay. Well, that's all I can think of right now. What I want for looking up her.
Good shit.
Other than potentially like just following her, but I'm not sure he'd want to do that right now.
That'd be very interesting. Well, what do you want to? I guess who wants to do what next? We did Isaac. I know Briar had something they specifically wanted to do. Did anyone want to do anything small before that?
Mm.
I am good.
Moss-san. You good?
Yes. I think so. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I want to do next, so skip me.
Zrek,
Hmm.
did you want to do anything?
I think I'm going to narc to his
God.
sisters about what he did. Sisters. But I haven't decided
Okay. I'll give you time.
if that's where I want to do tonight.
That's perfectly fine. All right, Briar, what was it you wanted to do exactly?
I guess talk to Emmerich.
Hell yeah. Let me send these people to the Shadow Realm,
Uh,
i.e. the GM layer.
The BM layer.
Okay. You walk into the video store. At this point, I would say it is nighttime, very late evening. And Felicia and Emmerich are just kind of bullshitting, and they would say, "Oh, Briar, how's it going?"
It's going okay, I guess.
Oh, what brings you here? You looking for a movie?
No, I've learned a lot of information in the last couple hours.
Welcome to Dresden.
So, last night during the big fight, I learned that some of those Fae were actually experimented upon by Jinko. So, I went to the library for other things, but I had Miss Gwendolyn help me draft a letter to the court about it.
Oh, you're in
But-
deep.
Yeah, but luckily, Miss Miriam grabbed the letter before it actually got to the queen, and they told me to come talk to you to learn more.
You can actually say, Miriam told you to come here.
Well, yeah.
It
I'm
must
gonna
be
look
you.
at Felicia.
Felicia looks absolutely enthralled. She has no idea what's going on. She looks as invested as Briar, probably.
Gonna look at her a little bit because Miriam is like, don't tell another Fey soul. So I'm gonna look at her and
Oh,
decide
like,
that she's human and continue on.
oh, that's very interesting.
Felicia is not human.
Felicia's not human. But let me see. What did I have you roll to decide that before?
Ooh, I don't remember. It might have been rapport.
Roll me a rapport. Or even an alertness.
Do you want rapport or alertness?
Whatever is higher.
Oh, my alertness is good. Let me pull it up. 4, 5, 6, 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. You would realize, looking at Felicia, she is not human. And actually, Emmerich is human, but kind of fucked up. Felicia does not read as human at all. But she also
Oh.
does not read as Fey whatsoever. Looking at her a little more, you can actually see she has a little more in common with the angel that you fought.
Oh.
That's kind of where her energies are lying.
I need to write that down. As well as might be clone. Not human. Is it Fey-like?
Not at all Fey-like.
Oh.
I think what's funny is if I remember right, Shrek revealed to them that Jinko was like interested in Felicia in the last book, but Briar
Mhm.
does not know this.
And I actually think Masayuki knows this, but did not
Yes.
share it?
No.
Yeah, I think.
Not human, not Fey. Angel energy feels.
Yes, very radiant energy, holy energy.
Mm-hmm.
Similar
as
to
she's
what
not
Masayuki
Fey.
used against the Moth Sun. I would also say during that fight, she got blasted by that angel and did 0 damage.
Mm.
That's probably something that just got forgotten with time, but that is something worth noting. It's something your character would have known. But yes, very much not a Fae.
And I will continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Miriam told me that 40 years ago you tried to stop the Queen and Ermengarde from hurting the Fae.
It's true. He would say, I tried to take out some bad actors, as it were, from the Sealy court. And I largely succeeded until I ran into Dagda.
Who's Dagda?
Dagda is actually, you would know, your even character would know this. Queen Dagda is the queen of the Sealy Fae.
Oh.
He would kind of look a little surprised that you realize that you know any of this, and would say, I tried to kill her, but she overpowered me pretty easily, actually. How do you know this? Well, then he would say you talked to Miriam, of course.
Yeah, and she was happy that there was at least one Fae that was trying to stop other Fae from being hurt.
Yeah, they Jinko is almost certainly using the Fae as experimental fodder. And frankly, Dagda is facilitating that. To what end, I don't know.
I thought they were only experimenting on humans.
Not
Why?
only humans.
I don't understand.
Well, he would actually say, look at it this way. If they experimented on humans a lot, then that would very quickly become public knowledge after eventually it would come out. The supernatural is still a little under the radar here. But in the Feywilds, that's pretty, it's like free reign there. And he would say, you may not be aware of this, but when your kind die, they don't really die. They're reborn.
Right.
That is not the same here. People die, they're dead for good.
Oh.
Their souls are sent elsewhere. But he's got something worked out with Dagda that basically gives him an infinite playground of scientific experimentation. Miriam, however, is a kind of an insider in all of that. She's from the Unseelie Court, has very little allegiance there aside from her obligation as the Winter Emissary. So I guess it's good that she found that first. It's pretty ballsy writing directly to your queen.
Well, I didn't know.
I suppose that's true.
Did the queen beat you before you had your sword?
You see his eyes glow a little red. And he would
Oh.
say, no. I had this weapon even when I fought her.
Oh no. Is there
Roll a
anything we...
rapport
Oh, okay.
to see if he gives you a little more information about this.
I'm bad at rapport. 0.
0? Okay. He does not give you more information about this. So continue what you were saying.
Is there anything we can do? Is there anything that I can help you with? How do we stop them?
He would say, I've been trying to look into this for quite some time. I tried to stop it. He would actually say at the behest of the Eyes of Fate. Honestly, before Gene Co was established, they saw that these 4 Fae would be a problem in the Seelie side, so I tried to assassinate them. They killed a few people on the Unseelie side. They were successful. I unfortunately had to go against what essentially would amount to a god, and frankly, that is beyond my pay grade. I was beaten, cursed, and thrown back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
I almost said that in Briar's voice, and I'm glad
Oops, there goes gravity.
Whoops, there goes gravity.
Maybe Briar's a fan.
Is it Is it possible if we kill Ermengarde that everything stops?
He would say it would certainly be a start. But at this point, the ball has been rolling too much. And I fear that the power that Ermengarde has introduced them to is now appealing to perhaps the worst of Fey kind.
So
That
how do
said,
we win?
did Briar say, how do we win?
Yeah.
Emmerich would say, that's a great question, and unfortunately not one that I have a easy answer for. My goal ever since being beaten by Dagda has been to dismantle Gene Co. Honestly, if you can get him to fight in the courts, I will represent you and hopefully get a chance to do that.
So you've
far as-
said that before. You mean fight in like the
A fight in the yes, kind of fight in that the court situation for the wishes, which has not quite taken place yet.
okay. Because I didn't know if you meant like the Fey courts or like law court.
Oh no, like that. Well, the Fey court of law in this
Okay.
instance. He would say, I know I agreed to, but I just had to mull it over. He would then suggest get Miriam to fight alongside me.
In
I can represent Isaac, but someone has to represent the Sealy court. And I think Miriam would be a good choice. The two of us could probably beat Yermungard. Yeah. Anything else?
would it even be possible to take him to court? Especially with the queen on his side?
I do think it is possible. Well, it's definitely possible. The queen is not going to risk other organizations getting crusty about someone breaking the law. Because your lawyer is a pretty high-ranking member of the Unseelie Court. And the Morrigan of the Unseelie Court will make sure that this fight occurs. I'd be willing to bet come hell or high water. The Morrigan you would also know as the Unseelie Queen.
Mm. I guess I will contact Miss Lydia to see if we have a court date.
Yeah, and you would also say, is Masayuki running for president? Or for mayor?
Yes. Yes, he is.
That's crazy. Honestly, probably a better choice. Masa's at least got the Riz.
I don't know what that means, but he does have some sort of showmanship, and he's very good at what he does.
Felicia would say, that's the Riz.
Yes,
Well,
which is
and then he would say, how does Rick take that?
he took it pretty hard, but I kind of convinced him. Well, I hope I did, that he should wait and play the long game, because Masa's not gonna stay. He's not gonna stay and actually be mayor, and then there'll be a power vacuum, and then just kind of plops the wreck there.
That's fair. I couldn't really. I'd be shocked if he stayed mayor. Crazier shit has happened.
I mean, but why would he want to stay in? Not to say that this town isn't good, but
No, it's terrible. It's all right. You can say it.
I don't know why he would want to stay here when he's in a traveling theater troupe.
America's going to roll a scholarship.
Need me to roll?
No, Emmerich is rolling.
Oh.
He would probably say, I have a sneaking suspicion this goes against his troop's very nature.
To hold office?
Briar doesn't know.
Yeah, he would probably say, yes.
Oh.
They're not really the settling type, I think.
Well, I don't think he'll settle.
We'll see. I'm curious to see how it shakes out regardless. Either way, I really want that tax break.
And I hope you get it.
Thank you. But yeah, he says, I guess see if you can get a date, and we'll try and kill Ermengarde.
And I'll help however you need me to. Just give me a call, text me, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch. And he will definitely do that. Masayuki will immediately get a text that says, look, man, can you give me the same historic area tax break if you win?
Masayuki will say yes, but it will acquire something from Emmerich in return.
I was like, all right, what?
He doesn't know yet. I don't know yet. But he'll say he'll be in touch. Because it still depends if he wins the election or not. He's like, if I win the election, I'll get in contact with you.
Okay, he says if you win.
Yes.
Okay.
If he wins the election, he'll get in touch with Emmerich, but he'll definitely want a favor if he's just giving out historic land.
Yeah, Emmerich will be all right with that. He's glad you're not asking to sabotage or anything else. All right. What next?
No.
Zarek, what did you want to do?
I think I need a stew. Because I don't know. Well, I do have ideas, but
I'm so curious, Wayne.
well, one is definitely to go to your troop and be help get them to help you see reason. The other is going to the Catholics, actually.
Oh.
Oh. What
I
will
feel
that
like that's
entail?
plan B.
Okay.
If the girls are like, I don't care.
The girls know if
Yeah.
it saves you a trip.
Do they know you made a pact with the
They,
demon though?
I don't think they know
Almost.
about. Well, yeah, the script would tell them so.
They have a script, so almost certainly.
But Zrek wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. Now Zrek is less focused on Ermengarde, which is terrible for the story.
I think it's exactly what certain entities in the story wanted. Well, does anyone have anything else they want to do this session?
I guess text to see if I got a court date. We have a court date, comrade.
Ooh, Texas Evening Court date. What did we agree it was? November 10th?
I'll have to count the days. I don't think it's quite
I don't think
November
it's November
10th.
10th. Maybe November 5th?
Maybe.
5th or 6th for sure.
Whatever the date is 1 week from today. There will be a summons for all of you.
Oh, election day.
Quote unquote.
Which will actually be after election day. I don't think it'll take 7 days to make an election.
Zrek just forms his own January 6th.
Oh god.
Oh god. I'm gonna check. Masan, you have nothing else you want to do this session?
I don't think if there's anything else. No, I honestly have to think about how I want to address the fact that Mr. Ermengarde has propositioned me to fuck shit up. So
Hey, what's our good friend Dr. Corbin doing? Is he back in town?
That's an excellent question. You don't know.
I don't know.
There is a. We'll fuck that moose when we get to it.
I was just checking up on our good friend, Mr. Corbin.
It will heavily depend on what Masan wants to do.
No, is it the IHEAD that's interested?
Yeah,
Is there like
limitless. I'm speaking on my other character's behalf.
you know what? I think I have an idea of what I want to do, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
What is it, buddy?
So Grom's standing right here.
Yeah. I want to ask the Cowboys to see if there's anything he can do to get them to help him fuck up Ermengarde's stuff. A little bit of sabotage. I don't know if they'd be into that or what
Or
it would
you in
cost.
general.
That's actually incredible.
Incredible.
GM layer. Oh man.
Oh, can I also retcon one thing?
Possibly.
At Masayuki's rally, could I have stolen a bottle of alcohol from behind the bar?
100%, yeah.
Okay,
That's
I will
fine.
bring that as an offering to them.
God, Mothman never changed.
Couldn't if you wanted to.
Alright, good shit. You go to the bar. Cowboys are in their usual spot. They do seem to look at you with a little bit of disdain. They're like, kind of shit the bed out there.
Well, I've actually come to talk to you about that. So I was kind of hoping you'd hear me out.
Thackeray looks over and he's like, guy wants to be heard out. What is it?
So, about last time, I understand that we had a deal, but unfortunately, I had a prior arrangement with another individual who said he would kill me if I didn't betray you. So, unfortunately, I couldn't betray the guy I was hired to protect, so I had to betray you. And so my hands are kind of tied, but I did shoot that one mage for you, and I think that should count for something.
You see Steve just kind of looks and said, I do admit that did count for something. I was thinking you were double crossing us until you did that.
And to be fair, I didn't exactly shoot your friend here, so I mean, could have been worse.
That's true. We'd almost burned to death in a vine pit, though, which I think is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, kind of how it goes when you fight mages, I guess.
And Steve would say, so what is your proposition?
So, that Ermengarde fellow, the guy for Jinko running for mayor, I do have to really what how do you want to say? I gotta really mess with them, make sure his actual election campaign does not come to fruition. And really, I got, I think, pretty free reign over how I want to do it. As way of apology and to make sure that we kind of leave on a good note. I wanted to see if you wanted in at all, and I'd be able to perhaps help you out with something in turn.
They kind of both look at each other and they're like, I'm listening. What do you propose?
So we have, I think they were saying that he's not technically a citizen, but we need to find evidence, and I'm sure he's got something on his premises that is probably some kind of evidence. But the man's pretty dangerous, and I guess he knows who I work for, and I'd rather not, go in there half-cocked.
That's legit.
I can't exactly also trust any of my compatriots to really be of any use in this type of situation.
So you want us to help you get that information?
Yeah.
Well, I think we could possibly manage that, or I could at least tell you where you could get the info yourself.
That would be good.
All right. And we'll say this one's on the house, because I think at this point we now work for a mutually beneficial purpose.
Excellent.
So we'll get back to you.
Of course. Hit me up. Here's my number. Feel free to text me at any time.
They will, and they will both give you their number.
Excellent. Look forward to working with you, gentlemen.
Yeah. My son is you bring an element of chaos that I both despise and greatly enjoy.
Listen, as long as we got it aimed in the right direction, I'm sure it'll all work out.
I agree. Tomorrow, we'll discuss plans.
Excellent.
And they'll actually get up from the table and say, that's it. We got a meeting with a new client.
Well, good luck to you. Hope it works out.
Much obliged.
I hope they betray him.
Masayuki,
Yes, sir.
Be so funny. They double
you got a
cross.
message to come to the hot topic.
Away I go. I probably know it's I'd have to know at this point it's from it, right? We've discussed.
100%.
Wreck with a crossbow in the dark.
You go there, and people say, Masa,
Mm,
an excellent rally. Honestly,
thank you.
you didn't even need my magic.
Well, magic's what it's all about.
Of course, it has helped. That said, as I'm sure you're well aware, Ermengarde is probably already making motions to kill you.
Hmm.
With that said, I do have some security detail for you that you will be working with. And I hope that won't be a problem.
Why would it be a problem?
And in walk these two.
Oh, fuck.
And he'll say, this is Zachary and Steve.
I suspect you may have.
I trust you, well, I'm sure you haven't met, right? And both of them will just kind of nod at you, Masa.
I suspect you hired the assassins yourself, Azazel.
Oh, heavens no. These two will actually protect you from the assassins.
Do you think so?
And actually, Steve looks at you and says, "What's your script say?"
Probably.
Awkward.
And you see his green eye grow brighter and brighter.
While I do appreciate all that you have done thus far, Azazel, how about I secure my own protection?
Oh, this is non-negotiable.
And why is that?
Because who he'll be sending after you will simply be. Who would you hire? He actually would say.
Well, there's Emmerich.
Already accounted for, unfortunately. I believe your friend Briar is going to be using him.
Oh, God, Masayuki is not as well acquainted as my boy Nicholas was.
No. And Zachary will say, "Look, let's let bygones be bygones. You're obviously a little off script. We won't hurt you."
Choices.
You always have a choice.
Azazel will say, "Look, they're frankly the best imaginable. Much without your script, you can't see the future, and unfortunately, that is a very useful skill that these gentlemen have." So I've hired them.
Let me do this on my own merits, with my own powers.
Oh, you've already selected my powers.
That I have.
And
But
they are hired. I trust that won't be a problem.
Certainly not.
Excellent.
I'm going to kill the both.
And that's where we'll end it.
How the turns have tabled.
Oh
Pretty-
no. Well, it'll be all fun.
Yeah.
I know that was a mostly unplanned session, but I didn't know how to I didn't know what y'all wanted to do, to be honest.
Either way.
We got it though.
Let me stop the recording.
I thought Masa would go for the plan. Didn't think he'd actually want to be